lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, go ahead and like and subscribe and like. It does not matter what you do as long as you tap the notification button. If you're all ahead, what's up famo? You already know what to do here. Let's go on and get into the video. Y'all know how I talk. I just wanted to try that out. So you're here, you saw the title. I think you know what we're about to do here. So let's continue and get into the video. So if you guys have ever seen any of my posts talking about relationships or relationship advice, I always refer back to taking a personality test. And I feel like taking a personality test is so important because you need to understand yourself before you try to incorporate somebody else in your life. So can I get an amen? Amen, amen, amen. So let's go on and get into this personality test. So I'll be also linking this test down below. I'll be linking in probably another video either here or here. I'm talking about relationships, but I think this is really important to understand yourself. So let's take a look at this test, shall we? All right, so this is a free test or whatnot, so you don't have to worry about paying for nothing unless you want to. I think they have like a premium or something like that I don't really know. I'm not going to do that, but it's a free test, so take it. It's not going to hurt you. So let's scroll up. So the first question says, you enjoy vibrant social events with lots of people. I disagree. I don't want to say I fully disagree because I do like going out and I like hanging out with people. But at the same time, coronavirus, number two, too many people just make me high and uncomfortable. So I do not really like that. Let's go on to the next one. You often spend time exploring unrealistic yet intriguing ideas. A little bit. Sometimes intriguing, so I'm gonna make this like a little dot because sometimes I do. Let's see, your travel plans are more likely to look like a rough list of ideas than a detailed itinerary. I strongly disagree. I'm an organized person. I like to plan my stuff out and have all my ducks in a row, you know what I'm saying? The next one says you often think about what you should have said in a conversation long after it has been taking place. I agree with that. Sometimes like I think about like when somebody says something and in my mind I may respond to them, but later on I'm like, I probably should have said that. So I agree with that. Next one says, if your friend is sad about something, your first instinct is to support them emotionally, not try to solve their problem. I love helping people and I love listening to people. So I'm gonna say agree to that one. I'm gonna listen to them, I'm gonna support them, and then later I may help them solve their issue if they ask me to. The last one says people can rarely upset you. People can rarely upset me. Yes, I agree with that. I don't get angry too easily, I don't think. Next one, you often rely on other people to be the ones to start conversations and keep it going. I kind of disagree about that one. I kind of disagree about this a little bit. Let's go to the next one. If you have to temporarily put your plans on hold, you make sure it is your top priority to get back on track as soon as possible. I agree with that. I agree about that. I'm about my business. You rarely worry if you made a good impression on someone you met. I disagree. I like, you know, I'm very curious about how people think about me sometimes. Sometimes I could care less. But if it's someone I'm trying to impress, yeah, I'm like, so, boo, love, friend, uncle, father. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It would be a challenge for you to spend the whole weekend all by yourself without feeling bored. I absolutely agree. I love being by myself. I am an introvert 1,025% of the time. I like being by myself. And it's not that I dislike people. It's not that I don't enjoy being with my friends. It's just enjoy that quality time to myself. All right, the next one says you are more of a detailed oriented than a big picture person. Ooh. I like details. I'm sorry. I like details. You are very affectionate with people you care about. I absolutely agree with that. Ooh, we are 20% in. Whew. We gotta get to 100% before we can get our results. You have a careful and methodical approach to life. I agree with that. You are still bothered by the mistakes you made a long time ago. Disagree. It may have bothered me then, but I learned to move on and learn from my mistakes. You rarely feel insecure. Disagree. I have my moments. Anybody has those moments. I have my moments. And then it asks me to see my gender, so I'm a female. Drum roll, please. Let's see our results. All right, I'm an advocate. Ooh, that's my personal type. I'm an advocate. So it says my mind, I am 24% extroverted and 76% introverted. That is true. My energy level is 51 initiative and 49% observant. My nature is 21% thinking and 79% feeling. And then my tactics are 83% judging and 17% prospecting. My identity is 67% assertive and 33% turbulent. Okay. It says start reading. I want them to email my results, so I'm gonna get those results a little bit later, but I definitely wanted to check it out. So let's kind of like, I'm just gonna take up the screen a little bit now, just a little bit, so you guys can really be able to see what I'm seeing. So it says I have an advocate personality type. So on this page, it'll give you different descriptions about your personality. So to give you an introduction, to give you your strengths and weaknesses, your romantic relationships, your friendships, your parenthood, career paths, workplace habits, and then it'll kind of give you, other people who might be like that. So I'm just going to give you guys like a little tour into that. So look at your screen and you'll see what an advocate personality type is like. So it says, I'm going to read the introduction. The advocate personality type is defined as having an introverted initiative feeling and judging traits. This combination makes these personalities stand out uniquely with a quiet, principled version of humanism. They think and feel with a depth that brings challenges as well as opportunities. Advocates are the rarest personality types of all. Still, advocates leave their mark on the world. They have the deepest sense of idealism and integrity, but they aren't ideal dreamers. They take concrete steps to realize their goals and make a lasting impact. Advocates' unique combination of personality traits make them complex and quiet, versatile. For example, advocates can speak with great passion and conviction, especially when standing up for their ideals. At other times, however, they may choose to be soft-spoken and stand understated, preferring to keep the peace rather than challenging others. Wow. And then the next title is like stand up for what's right, connecting with others and themselves, the cost of success, and a personal mission. So down below is showing other advocates. So Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa, Marie Kondo. I do not know who that is. Lady Gaga, Nicole Kidman, Morgan Freeman, ℓικє. Did I say that right? ℓικє. Okay. Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, James Wilson, House and MD, Aragon, Lord of the Rings, Gardelia, Lord of the Rings, Tom Kirkman, Designated Survivor. Oh my goodness, I am actually watching that series right now. I love the Designated Survivor on Netflix. If you guys have not seen it, I'm going to go ahead and advertise it. Go look at it. It is a whole series, as multiple seasons. It is getting really good. I think I'm about to get into season 2 because it's like 27 episodes in the first. I'm not gonna get into it. Go watch the Designated Survivor. Okay, Rose Bucketeer from Titanic, of course, Rose. Desmond Hugh from Lost. Aramis from Three Musketeers. Michael Scotsfield, Sofield from Prison Break. Atticus Finch, To Kill a Mockingbird, and Matthew Murdock, Daredevil. Okay, interesting. So let's go on and continue on. So it goes into like strengths and weaknesses. I am creative, insightful, principled, passionate, altruistic. My weaknesses are sensitive to criticism sometimes, reluctant to open up a lot of times, perfectionist all the time, avoiding the ordinary, and prone to burn out. Yes, too much of anything can just, I'm just like, I need to go to my room. Please leave me alone. Please let me. You're overwhelming me. You're talking too much. And if I invite you to talk, then talk. But like, if you just like, if I'm trying to talk to you and you just like do too much, I get burned out. I get burned out. So let's look at romantic relationships. Love comes more naturally to the human heart than in its opposite. Advocates tend to take the process of finding a romantic partner seriously. People with this personality type look for depth and meaning in their relationship, preferring not to settle for a match that's founded on anything less than true love. It can take time for advocates to find a compatible partner. Some people might think advocates are too choosy, and it's true these personalities can have unrealistic expectations. Some advocates might hold out for a perfect partner or relationship that ultimately doesn't exist. Is this for real? Advocates care about integrity. I'm gonna go back and read that later, but this is pretty much true from when I'm like browsing. This is definitely true. Let's go to friendships. Advocates have a deep desire for authenticity and sincerity in everything they do, from their daily activities to their relationships. Look, if I find a friend, I find a friend, but I can legit name all my friends probably on all my hands plus one more. I have a very small friend group. I have a very big acquainted group and a very small friend group, like true friends. So from when I'm browsing for here, this is all pretty true. Parenthood. As a parent, advocates tend to look at their relationships with their children as opportunities to learn and grow with someone they care about. These personality types also work to achieve another important goal, raising their children to be independent, all around good. This is true. This is true. I would definitely raise my kids to be like that. All right, let's look at career paths. Advocates tend to seek career paths that align with their values rather than one that offers status and material gain. Fortunately, people with this personality type are able to find work that suits them in just about any field. So let's see. Browsing. Two roads diverge in a yellow wood. Oh my gosh, that takes me back to high school when I was in a play and I had to like modernize that poem. So I like turned it to like as if I was a pamphlet. I'm gonna post a picture here, but we're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that. A sense of mission. Okay, let's look at workplace habits. So this looks all interesting and pretty much true based on what I've been in the work industry. Definitely true thus far. Let's see. It says, what's next? Few personality types are as passionate and energetic as advocates. As someone with this personality type, you stand out for your imagination, your compassion, your integrity, and your deeply held principles, unlike many other idyllic types. However, you are also compatible for turning your ideas into plans and executing them. Yet advocates face challenges too. Even the most idealistic and dedicated of personality types can become frustrated when it comes to navigating interpersonal conflicts, confronting unpleasant facts, pursuing self-realization, or finding a fulfilling career path. As a result, you may sometimes find yourself questioning who you really are and who you're really meant to be. I haven't done that in a long time. Honestly, when I was first starting out, figuring myself out my freshman year in college, yeah, I did have that question. Anybody has that question about themselves. Who are you? What do you stand for? Blase, blase, blase. But I feel like I know my path. I know who I am now at 22, about to be 23. So I don't know about that. I feel like anybody has that question. And then they ask, do you want to go into a premium? And then it tells you what a premium is. It's going to tell you, oh, we give you a deeper look in. No, I'm good. And then, as y'all can see, the premium profile is $49. Advocate is $29. Like, I don't need that. I just wanted to take the test. I mean, if you want to do that, you can do that. Then as you continue to scroll down, it gives you like quotes dedicated to like advocates or whatever. It goes deeper into explaining, what the next higher premium. It just explains what premium is, pretty much. I don't know why I'm tongue-tied over that. It just explains what you'd be paying for if you wanted to. You don't have to. You can email this to yourself. It's free. You can take this test. It's free. This is called the 16 personality test. It's going to be linked below. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for checking out my personality. Your advocate on YouTube. So go ahead and like and subscribe and like. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you tap that notification button. And until next time, find your personality with Vic. Perfect.